Agriculture has always been the backbone of India's economy. For generations, it has been the primary source of livelihood for millions of people. In the past, farmers relied on using natural resources to nurture the land. But with the Green Revolution, the country saw a shift toward chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which promised higher yields. While these methods did help increase food production, they also led to concerns about their impact on health, environment, and soil quality. Now, there has been a growing movement to return to more natural and sustainable ways of farming that reduce the use of chemicals and focus more on organic and bio based solutions. This shift is crucial for both the environment and the future of farming in India. Hi, I am Shweta, and in this episode of Leadership Lounge with the CEO magazine, we are joined by Mr. V.K. Jhaver, a leader and expert in the field of agriculture, to help us understand this shift and the future of agriculture in India. With over 45 years of experience, Mr. Jhaver has been instrumental in shaping the future of farming through his work at Tropical Agrosystem India Private Limited, a leading crop management company which he has led to significant growth. He is also a director at the Jhaver Group, a 120-year-old conglomerate with a diverse portfolio of businesses. In this interview, Mr. Jhaver shares his journey in the agricultural industry, his vision for a more sustainable future, and his thoughts on the evolving landscape of farming sector today. So, let's begin. Hello, sir. How have you been?
Yeah, fine, fine. How are you?
I'm also good, and I'm really excited about our conversation today. So, shall we get started?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. So, let's start with your career. You have been leading Tropical Agro since 1969, growing it into one of the fastest growing crop management companies. So,
Yeah.
what got you started in agriculture, and what's the story behind building the company?
See, actually, this company we acquired in 1979.
Okay.
And yeah, that time, hardly the turnover of the company was only about some 60 lakhs. And of course, we acquired because at that time the marketeers were chauvinist. So we thought, okay, since marketing is not an issue, we had to only produce and give it to them. Then we started this journey in tropical agro. And after maybe say about 3 or 4 years, then we started directly marketing our own products. And of course, agriculture was very dear to my heart right from the beginning, because I always consider that farmers are like, they say Annadata, they give food to
Yeah.
us. So I always wanted, something to do with the farmers. So anyway, we started our 4 or 5 years with Chauvalis. Then we started our own marketing, and then maybe after we did our own marketing, because the margins were not enough when we gave to Chauvelis, because they were also a big company and they wanted us to give a better margin, and that was not possible because we were also growing. So we thought, why not start our own marketing? So then then we started our own marketing maybe around 83, 84. And
Okay.
uh, and then we kept on growing slowly and steadily. And around 2012, because we were basically only into chemical pesticides. We were marketing only chemical pesticides. Then around 2011, 2012, I was just thinking that, I was also reading a lot of, problems which health issues were there with the Indian, with India. That is like, diabetes, heart attack, and all that. and it was all because of chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides. What we eat in the because there's a lot of residue left in the vegetables or any grain. So that is the reason why there were so many problems which everybody was facing with regard to the health. So then an idea came, why not go for biological products? And that time I gave a proposal to my board. Why not we start these biological products, research and development we can start. Then they were all, they were all laughing. They said, who is going to, use biological products when everybody knows that homeopathy and Ayurvedic is much better than allopathy? But then who will use? Everybody wants instant, relief. So I said, okay, let me try. Maybe few crores I may lose. So then they agreed. They said, okay, you start. So then we started our biological journey. So for about 2 years, we did a lot of R&D in biological. And then what we did was we started our, in the farm, we started giving demonstration to the farmers, pan India, that is north, east, west, south. We started giving demonstration. And when we were talking to the farmers, they were worried because all these chemical companies had put in their mind that if you do biological, then your crop will, you will lose your production, yield will come down, and there'll be more pest attack and all those things. So then farmers were not, in the beginning, they were not they were not agreeing. They were reluctant. Then an idea came that why not we tell the farmers if there's going to be any loss, we will take care of the loss. So that idea clicked. And what we did was we told farmers, you give us about 25 cents or half an acre, depending upon their farm size. And then we started our, products started giving demonstration to the farmers. And by God's grace, our products really clicked. And on the contrary, they were saving money instead of losing. And the yield also was more. So then, that is how it took 2 years. So we did all free demonstration. And once we were confident about our product, then we started commercial marketing of our biological products. And there, they say maybe around 2014-15, our biological journey started. And first we introduced only insecticide, and then we went into plant growth regulators, and then we kept on increasing our range. Then we introduced fungicides, and then digester. So these are all biological products we started, introducing one by one. And in fact, from last 5 years, we are the highest seller of biological products in India. So, and of course, it was a very exciting journey, especially with biological products, because future is definitely there in biologicals. I mean, all over the world, the biological sales is slowly increasing because everybody wants to go for biological products. So this is how, our journey started. And when we started, as I told you, the turnover was only about 60 lakhs. And last year, we did 1,300 crore sales in tropical. And this year, we will be doing about 1,600 crore sales. I'm talking about only the brand sales.
Okay,
So,
that's
and
impressive.
yeah, and we have another sister concern of ours called JU Agri Sciences. So they do about close to about 750 crores of sales. So if you combine both the companies, which belongs to the same group, if you combine both the companies, then in Indian companies in brand sales, this year we should be number one, hopefully.
Okay. Sir, like you mentioned that you shifted to, bioproducts in around 2014, 2015. So,
Yeah.
can you tell me that you also mentioned that using bioproducts resulted in better yields and better saving also. So why
Yeah.
do people prefer chemicals over bioproducts? Because
No,
like you,
see,
yeah,
yeah. As I told you, because the farmer, I mean, they think that chemical product if they use, they will if they use biological products, the yield will come down, the pest attack will be more and all that. So to convince the farmer, it takes a lot of time. And see, one company alone cannot do everything. There are, I think, more than 30, 40 crore farmers in India. And to convince them, it is, I mean, to reach out to them, it is very difficult for one company. So that is where now, as Prime Minister is very keen that, and he's promoting organic agriculture. Everywhere he is trying to promote organic agriculture. So if
yeah,
government, steps in, and this KV case, Kisan Vikas Kendra, if these people they step in and convince the farmer, then it will be much faster. The growth of biological, the usage of biological will be much more faster than what it was earlier.
okay. So the agriculture scene is in India is always changing. What trends are you noticing these days, particularly in crop protection, plant nutrition, and like you said, the rise of organic solutions? So what are the trends that are shaping the agriculture market in India?
See, slowly, I think the trend, what is setting is biological products. That is
Mm,
what slowly it is growing now, as far as biological product is concerned. And then there is also, in Punjab, there is a big problem of stubble burning.
yeah.
So that also the stubble burning, we have a solution for that product for that problem also. So what
Okay.
happens is our product, which is pure biological product, if you spray this product in the field, and if you give one treatment of one water, say within 10 days, the stubble will digest and it will become a fertilizer. So the advantage is, once it becomes a fertilizer, then the farmer can get free fertilizer in the next crop. So that is what it is happening. And of course, the new trends, as you have seen, that even drones are there. So now the drones are taking slowly, instead of farmers spraying and again getting exposed to the chemical pesticides. The drone is now very handy and is doing a very good job, but they're all at a very very initial stage. So slowly, all this, maybe in few years down the line, all this new trend is going to come into the agriculture. Even the sprayer also, the earlier the spray, they used to spray with hand spray. Now we have got huge mechanical sprayers, which can spray very fast also. And another trend which is now setting up, as you know, the health of the soil is becoming very bad day by day. When
Mm,
about 30, 40 years back, I remember when you used to, just scratch the surface of the earth, you could see earthworms. But
yeah.
today, there are no earthworms. Why?
Mm,
Because these chemical fertilizers, which are nothing but basically salt, they have made the earth very hard, and earth is not breathing. So now we are working, or already we have got products for, we have named our product as soil health. And it definitely, what happens is, once you use our product, the soil will become very fluffy and soil will start breathing. So once that happens, naturally the yield will be more. So these are the, slowly the future trends where, people will have to take care of the soil health, and more, organic pesticides there. That is also, the trend is increasing. This is what I feel is going forward, not only in India, but world over. Now, for example, in Europe, they have banned many chemical pesticides, and they are promoting only organic products. So this is what I feel is going to be the future trend.
Another big thing that is happening, I believe, is the climate change. The climate has become so unpredictable. Like it rained in Delhi, the amount of rain that happened in 2024 in Delhi has not happened here for decades. So, with climate changes everywhere, the agriculture is also impacted. So, is there
Yeah.
any solution for that that can help farmers combat the climate change?
See, a lot of research is going on, and the ICAR and many other government agencies and even private seed companies are trying to bring the produce the seeds which will be climate resistant, salt resistant. So those type of lot of R&D is going on. So and moreover there are now you get hybrid seeds. So that is
Yeah.
also, that is also going to definitely help in increasing the yield of the crop. So, I mean, this is what I feel because this is inevitable. Climate change is inevitable unless everybody, globally, everybody, stop using these chemicals and now today, if you see, people, so much of wastage is happening, whether
Yeah.
you take food or whether you take clothings or anything, you take consumer products. What we need maybe one thing, but we are bombarded with 10 things and everybody buys 10 things, which is again
Mm.
you are ultimately it is all against the climate change, climate only. And that is
Mm.
why that is inevitable, that is not going to change. So now this is what the trend is happening now. Also, the water they are coming out with plasma water. So the water will have nitrogen in it. So that
Okay.
work is also going on. Some companies have already started using plasma water, and this water is supposing it can be sprayed also, and it can be even put in the ground also. So if you use this plasma water, it gives nitrogen to the crop. So these are all the trends which I think going forward to combat this climate change. This is what is happening.
Mm.
So I think we have to wait and see
Okay.
how it goes.
So you mentioned, automatic spraying
Yeah.
machines that can cover large acres of land in minimum time. There is a lot of advancement happening in agriculture technology, but the gap between the traditional farming and these technologies still remains large. So you have witnessed the industry evolve. What do you think it will take to bridge this gap and get the latest solutions in the hand of all farmers, no matter where they are located?
I think even farmers are getting very educated nowadays. The
Mm.
younger generation which is now
Yes.
coming, they are using mobile and the so many apps are now going in the mobile, and they use all those apps to their
Mm.
advantage. And more and more young farmers are coming because nowadays you must have also heard a lot of people who have done engineering, they're in
Yeah.
IT field, they are getting into farming.
Yes.
So
Organic
slowly,
farming.
organic, not only organic, even chemical farming also. Like for
Okay.
example, greenhouses. You must have
Mm.
seen greenhouse
Yes.
everywhere, which was not the trend about say about 15, 20 years back.
Yes.
So now
Hydroponics also.
for hydroponics also. Now,
Mm.
in a small area, you can really increase your crop yield in the greenhouse. So,
Yes.
slowly, I think, I'm sure in next 8 to 10 years' time, definitely all this is going to help the yield. All these things are definitely going to help the yield of the farmer.
Yes. Okay, so you have mentioned that farmers are slowly shifting towards organic methods or bio methods of farming. Um, it is like more and more people are shifting towards organic and eco-friendly products. Even us, when we used to go shopping before, we you didn't care about what are its sources. But even now, we when we go to shopping, we prefer to buy organic products. So, is this shift between the consumers, is it affecting how farmers are shifting their focus towards biofarming? Like
No,
us as
actually,
consumers, we are we the one shifting this perspective that better products, organic products are better ones, and is this the reason why farmers are shifting towards biofarming?
yeah, definitely, because they get a better price
Hmm.
for organic products.
Yes.
But one thing what is not good is that what you get in the market, they
Hmm.
say it is organic products. But to be very frank, I can tell you majority of them are not pure organic products, because
Okay.
there is no agency in India to strictly monitor this. For example, in Europe and US, you
Hmm.
definitely cannot market a product which is not organic, whereas that is very easily possible in India. That is where
Okay.
government will have to step in, which now they are trying to do. They are trying to test the products, but I mean, it is. I think it is not even 1% of the products are being tested now, whether it is organic or not. Because if the farmer, if he says it is organic, here every insecticide, every fungicide, everything they have to use basically organic only. So that is not happening. But still, the middleman, what they do is they buy from the farmer and they market as if it is organic, which is not correct. That is why government has to be very vigilant, and definitely consumer is ready to pay today, a higher price for organic products, because they all know organic is definitely more healthy. And that's the reason why, there's diabetes, heart attack, cancer. Now, I don't know whether you are aware, there is a train running from Bhatinda in Punjab
Hmm.
to Rajasthan, a place called Bikaner. And they have nicknamed this train as cancer train, because in Bikaner, they are giving free treatment for cancer patients. So
Okay.
a lot of people in the train are cancer patients which go to Rajasthan to get free treatment. So why this cancer is increasing so much? It is because
Hmm.
we are all eating all these chemical products. Now, you will not believe, a farmer will spray the product in the evening, and next day the same product comes into the market. Now you can imagine what will happen to our health.
Hmm.
So now I think another trend is we are also trying, doing our R&D to bring a product which, a household can, use this product. They put it in water and put the vegetables in in that water, and it will remove to a great extent the pesticide residue. That also our R&D is going on. So, I mean, lot of work is going, R&D is going in our company.
Okay. So, another thing that I have seen happen over the years, because my grandfather was a farmer too, pests have become more resistant to chemical pesticides.
Yes.
And there has been a push for sustainability too. So, where do you see crop protection going in India in the coming years?
See, what we are telling farmer is,
Hmm.
of course, you have to use, if there's too much of pest attack, there is no choice. You have to use chemical pesticides. So
Hmm.
what we are telling farmer is, you use one round of chemical pesticides and one round of biological pesticides. so that at least 50%, the poison will reduce. So that is what we are trying to tell the farmer. But I can assure you one thing: if farmer uses biological product right from day one, definitely the pest load will be very, very less. And for example, in chemical pesticides, about 15 years back, one chemical pesticide used to do the work. Then, about 10 years back, they started mixing pesticides, two pesticides. Now, they have started using three pesticides and put in one product, three pesticides are being used. So, you can imagine what is going to happen to the crop, how much poison we are giving to the crop. And why this is happening is because of the pest resistant. Pest is becoming resistant to the pesticides. That is why this biological is definitely going to be very, very useful. So I hope slowly farmer will realize this, and definitely we are doing quite a lot. We are doing quite a lot in the field to convince the farmer to go for more biological products.
Okay. So it has been really great talking to you. You have some interesting things to share. Even I learned some new things today. As we are nearing the end of our interview, I would like to ask a couple more things from you. So, as Tropical Agro keeps growing and innovating, what's next for the company? Any long-term goals that you are working towards?
I mean, long-term goals in what sense? I mean,
You have mentioned that even your research and development team is working on new products. So, any big launches coming up, or say, where do you see your company and what products do you see to launch in the next 5 years or so?
yeah, definitely. We are also working on post-harvest.
Okay.
As you know, once the crop comes into the market,
Hmm.
almost 20 to 25% of the crop becomes rotten.
Yeah.
The fruits or the vegetables or whatever you call, I mean, all these things, they become rotten, and because of the handling and number of days and all that. So we are now coming out with post harvest products also, where you can keep the crop for a longer time. So that we already started using this particular product in apple. See, apple, today you cannot transport apple from north to Kanyakumari because it takes
Mm,
about 8 to 9 days,
mm,
and crop cannot withstand that long. So we are now going to introduce next year a product which will be in the sachets. These sachets, if you put it in the carton, then the
okay.
crop will not become rotten for about almost a month. So, and definitely the post-harvest losses will come down. So that is what we are now working on that. Then we are also trying to work on new pesticides. A lot of work is going on to introduce new pesticides, new fungicides. So this is what but definitely it takes a lot of time for any
Yeah.
R&D product to introduce.
Okay, so finally, I would like to, hear your advice that you would offer to young entrepreneurs who want to make a difference in agriculture or any other industry, because at one point of time you were an entrepreneur too. So, any advice that you would like to offer them?
Yeah, since we are in agriculture, I would suggest to the younger generation to come into agriculture and start, growing crops and get into farming, because I can definitely tell you there is a lot of money in it, which people don't know. And if you introduce science into this, definitely you can mint money. So I would definitely advise. It's very interesting, and see, whatever happens, the food consumption will never come down. It will
Yes.
keep growing only. As the population grows, this is the only area where you can never see any recession. Even during COVID time, you'll be surprised the consumption of food was more than the normal consumption.
Yeah.
So because people were at home, so they were eating more. So this industry is definitely going to grow, and there will never be any recession. So I would suggest young, entrepreneurs to get into farming, and there's a lot of money into it.
Yeah. Since we are on the topic, I would like to ask just one more question. Like you mentioned that as population grows, there would be the need for more food will grow as well. So,
Yeah.
as we are already the most populated country in the world, how can India keep up with its food demands? Because as how much as I know that in few years down the line, India won't be capable to produce as much food as is required in the country. So
Yeah, but for that, the only answer is we have to go for hybrid seeds. Like earlier, the seeds which were there about say 40, 50 years back, the yield was
hmm,
very less. So
yes.
definitely they have to go for high yield variety of seeds. And as I told you, greenhouses, which
Hmm,
can in a small area, hydroponics, greenhouses, it can produce, it can give more yield. So I feel that that is what I think definitely, and if more and more entrepreneurs they get into farming, see
hmm.
area overall is not going to increase
Yes.
drastically as far as agriculture is concerned, because more industrialization takes place, the area will come down only. So the
Yeah.
only way is to go for hybrid seeds, then maybe vertical gardening, as they say. You'll have to,
Hmm.
I mean, these are the few things which people will have to look into future. But I think India definitely being an agriculture country, I don't think there should be much of a problem in, because at one time we had a, white revolution and then green revolution. So I'm
Hmm.
sure India being an agriculture country, I don't think we should have any problem. On the contrary, we should be able to feed the world also. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, sir. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.